Okay, now we are moving on to our second session, and the topic is called Beyond Social Media, Exploring the Viability of Artistic Careers in the Digital Age, which means how are we going to be using social media to pursue artistic careers, like in the entertainment industry as a singer, actor, and etc. So over here, we have 5 guests from different, I would say, fields in the entertainment industry, and I'm going to be inviting them out right now, one by one. The first one, all the way from Hong Kong, Bowie Cheung, established actress from TVB. And also from Hong Kong, content creator and Miss Hong Kong contestant, Boanne Cheung. From Singapore, host, content creator, street interviewer, content creator, Royce Lee. And a familiar face on our big screen actor, movie actor, host, content creator, Noah Yap. And last but not the least, our local content creator, Amy Ang. Hi everyone, thanks for joining me here today. Sorry, our previous panel went a little long. So how's everyone doing today? Doing well? Good. Okay, today Boanne is going to be sharing a little bit more in Mandarin. So I'll be translating for her. So we hope that you can be patient with our translation. So I'm going to start with the first question. What is your journey with social media like right now that's leading to your current career? Maybe we can start from Bowie? Or Bowie's looking at Noah? Noah is just staring at me.
Sorry,
Okay.
my journey, is it?
What is your content creation journey like right now, and how is it related to your current entertainment career?
I think right now it's more about just scrolling through the feed and trying to see what trends we can take a spin on. You know what I mean? Like, because everybody can do the same thing, right? But how to stand out is to take the same video, but do your take on it. And I think that's the most important thing for now.
Okay.
For social media.
How are you using that to aid in your acting or hosting career?
Because right now the fact of the matter is nobody really looks at. I mean, sad to say lah, but nobody really sees your skill anymore. I guess the first thing they look at is when they go to your feed is your number of followers, right? So that is the fact of the matter. Right, so all of us, I think the 5 of us here, we are constantly, every day on the lookout for new trends and new things to hop on so that we can get more eyes on us. Yeah.
Okay. Amy, are you a full-time content creator, or do you have something? I remember chatting with you last that you wanted to go into acting, right? Have you been using this social media endeavor in paving your way towards the acting industry?
I mean, definitely has helped tremendously because there are producers who do find me through my Instagram.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've recently been on shooting a local TV show.
Right.
So definitely that helped. But currently I would consider myself still a full-time content creator. Yeah.
Okay. So you're doing more content creation, but you're still not giving up on that endeavor of being an actor.
Yes. I'm still young enough to still Cheung for the dream. So I'll just keep on dreaming until maybe.
So what kind of content does an aspiring actor need to put out on social media, or does it not have to be related to acting at all?
I don't think it has to be related. I think you can do acting, but maybe your social media can be fashion or beauty, etc.
Right.
But for me, it was when I first started, I just did Mandarin content. So I've been sticking to that angle and niche.
Right,
so
right.
far. Yeah.
And through that, because of your following, I guess, on social media, producers are interested to work with you and see if there's a chance that they can groom you into an actress. Is that right?
Hopefully, yeah. But the funny thing is, I've only been to auditions that are English based.
Okay.
So
Is there a preference, like English, Mandarin?
I don't mind either, but I would really like to try out auditioning for a Mandarin show.
I see. Do we have casting directors in here?
Anyone here?
anyone in the industry? This is Amy Ang. Go look her up on her Instagram. She wants to be an actress. Okay, Royce. So I feel like you came into like the social media sphere kind of slightly before COVID, and you were doing a lot of skits and imitation video. Like when you first started out, what was your goal as a content creator? Did you want to be a host? Because right now I would say that you are quite a well-known host in the local industry. So did that kind of fall on the lap for you, or was that something that you were working towards?
Right, so I started out as an event MC from
Oh,
school.
okay,
So
okay.
since I was 21, I was like hosting. Then came Instagram and Facebook. So I was like thinking, how can I marry the two together to sort of like propel what I do in real life versus like online. So I was thinking, okay, maybe I can do more videos to showcase like, oh, my hosting chops. Like, oh my God, I can be a host too. Because going into the industry at a very young age, you will face a lot of barriers because organizers will be like, oh, you're so young, you're just a student. Can you host my event? But then via social media, you can prove to them like, oh, actually I can do this, I can do that.
Right,
So, yeah.
right. Okay. So you kind of like started out as an MC, but it didn't really kind of work out because of your age. But through social media, people get to see the real talent that you have, and they started engaging you. Cool, thank you. And Boanne, so you're a Miss Hong Kong contestant, and right now you're an entrepreneur, and you have your own brand called Boppy, which sells skincare and makeup,
Health
cosmetic.
supplement.
I'm sorry.
Health supplement.
Health supplement.
Yeah.
Okay. Before you went into entrepreneurship, were you already a content creator?
Yeah, I do have a personal Instagram account,
Okay.
which is Boanne Cheung.
Right.
And after that is I open another account for my brand.
Yeah.
So it's bop.hongkong. But I think both of them, like how you manage them and how you present stuff to the audience are different. Because like the perspective are different.
Right.
Yeah. For Boanne Cheung, it's like a self-branding, and I can show people who I am.
Right.
But
Right.
for Bopi, it's more like showing more product side, the informative.
Do you feel like as an entrepreneur today, it is important for you to have your own Instagram account to show your own branding, or is that not necessary?
I think it's important.
It's-
Yeah, so I can drag my audience and followers to the online platform.
Right. Right.
And
Right.
also, I work with other influencers,
Right.
so that they can they can drag their followers to the online platform as well.
So it's basically using the followers that you have with your personal branding and the people around you to bring about awareness of your own brand, and hopefully it spreads. Is that how you work?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Well, but I think the different side is, I when doing the online platform, I have to like to pay more for like an advertisement
Right.
and stuff, and like SEO and stuff. But for a personal account, less.
Okay, but what about engaging other like influencers? Like, do you still have to pay them, right? So would the cost for engaging influencers be more than usual traditional digital marketing advertising costs?
Slightly.
Slightly.
Depends on if they have they post a video or a video.
Or okay, or depends on whether they are Bowie Cheung. I'm sure I'm sure having your sister be in the family and be in like the industry helps a little, right?
Yes.
Okay, so now let's bring the attention to Bowie. Bowie, as an actress, when you first came into the acting industry, was content creation already a thing?
Yes, I think because when I came into industry, I first joined the Miss Hong Kong pageant as well.
Right.
And basically, the reporters or everyone would try to dig into your personal social media to know what kind of contestant you are and see whether how they can market you.
Right.
And indeed, I think my company as well, they would learn about your personality through your social media and whether you are would be suitable for an acting career in the future.
Right. So, in terms of branding, how have you been using your social media platform to help you shape your acting career?
Oh, this is interesting because for my acting career, it's separated into two parts. The first one is the variety shows. Like I do host some variety programs and some enrichment programs, which is more informative, and it's related to my personality, like what kind of interests I have and how my sharing style is. So this my social media can definitely helps with how I brand myself
Right.
as a host. But for acting career, because we are usually given different roles and different scripts every time. So to use the social media is to present a different side of myself. So the potential production team might see what's in me or what's another convincing characteristics that I have
Right.
for the new characters. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I have been hearing a lot of like they call it I don't know what's the exact term for it. So there are a lot of social media stars, especially in US, right? They got their break into the entertainment industry and go on to become big movie actors or TV actors or even like singers. And there have been some backlashes about how they are not real artists. So what are your thoughts about that? And this is open to everyone because we have a lot of like actors, hosts, and singer here in the panel on the panel anyway. I would like to hear your thoughts about it. Do you want to go
I
first,
think-
Bowie?
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
do it.
sure.
I think in modern days, actors and artists, they have a different traits of
Right.
of progressing right now.
Right.
Because I see from some streaming platforms or some movies as well, they usually use 素人.
Suren.
Yeah.
Okay.
They use a lot of 素人 because they don't have a very strong personality or image on screen.
Right.
So what they are performing for others might be more convincing. So audience can focus more into the character
Right.
instead of the actress or the actor. Yeah, but for acting, I think it's a very serious profession. Yeah, we are we need to go through a lot of trainings and we have a lot of experience in order to perform or to portray the certain, like to act, yeah.
Right.
So it's a profession, but nowadays, if you are doing it for movies or a lot of production or producers can actually use their angle of filming to assist you into that
Right.
character. So I think yeah, for me, it's two different styles. Yeah.
So with the different way of filming to kind of save the acting, it really allows like social media content creators to really come in and explore this avenue without having a background in acting first, and hopefully they get to learn the craft and grow into the profession. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, as a host, Royce,
Hi.
he just
Yeah, I was going to answer anyway. Yeah.
okay. Go ahead. What are your thoughts on this?
Especially, I think you being an MC as well, you see more and more KOLs, influencers being the event host as well.
Yes.
So there are different functions to why a client might pick a KOL versus a traditional event MC.
Right.
Because they may want their following, their reach, who they can draw into the crowd, and also what they can post online for them.
Right.
So I think versus a traditional MC who may be proficient in hosting, there are no doubt about that, but then maybe a KOL can bring in a different kind of skill set that
Right.
is different from an event MC. But luckily, for all the audience out there, there's someone that has both. So yeah, event MC and KOL. So yeah, feel free to reach out to me. My number is here. Thank you.
It took me a while to realize that you're
Oh
talking
yeah,
about
yeah.
yourself.
Hi. Oh, Benjamin as well, like yeah.
Oh, thank you. Noah, you come from a very interesting background because before you got onto Our Boys to Men, you were already a content creator. Am I right? So Our Boys to Men definitely aided you in the numbers, like on social media. Today, I would say that you're quite an established name in the acting world. But have you ever got a role over someone else because of your numbers, or because of the lack of numbers, you didn't get a role?
Okay, so to anyone who says that people are not real actors because they got discovered online, that's false. Because that's how I got discovered. Okay?
Right.
So, I mean to say YouTube really, that time when I was still doing YouTube in 2011, 2012, I would say that that really helped to propel my career because versus traditional actors, right? Last time when there was no social media at all, people had to rely on casting calls, auditions, and so on and so forth just to get your big break, right? So right now in the era of social media, I would say that my casting call is through my social media, right? That's how directors, that's how producers, and anyone else can find me, all right, and see whether I fit the profile or not, right? So on the question of whether I got the role,
Because
because
of your
of my
numbers, or
following?
lose a role because of your lack of numbers.
I hope not lah. I hope not.
So you have no privy to this information at all.
No.
Okay.
I mean, if I really do get a role because of my followers, or I don't get a role because of my followers, I hope the director won't tell me because I feel very bad. Like,
Right.
but I do want my future roles, or right now my roles that I get in the future to actually be because of my skill set and not because of numbers alone.
Right.
Because if the director comes and tell me, say that, Noah, you are here, you're only here because of, you got 100 over 1,000 followers on Instagram. That's the only reason you're here. Then I'll be damn sad, right? Like, what am I even here for? Right? Then they will expect me to pull numbers from them, for them, and if the number is not achieved, then, that's on me.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's your experience with the whole industry right now. Okay, with Amy, since you are still trying to break into the acting industry, how has it been for you, like in terms of getting roles? Have you found yourself like landing roles because of your numbers, especially your TikTok numbers is quite high, right?
Definitely not. I think nowadays directors in Singapore, they don't just look at the numbers.
Oh, you'll be surprised.
Really? Oh my gosh. Then my number's not enough. My number's not enough. But so far the auditions I've been into, right, they discovered me through it. But even if I maybe audition for the main role, they might be like, there is a more suitable person other than you.
Right.
Tell me straightforward. They'll be like, oh, but we can get you for the supporting role. Then I'll be like, okay, great. For me, I come from a family which did not have any involvement in the industry or whatsoever. They were very shocked when I was like, I want to do acting. So without social media, I really think there would have been no way I could have got into this industry or even be exposed to this industry at all. Yeah.
Right. So I have a very interesting question for you because in the era of TikTok, especially in Singapore, most of the contents are in English. What made you choose to create content in Mandarin actually?
For me, it was because I found that people my age, especially back in secondary school, didn't really like speaking Chinese. It was like a thing that they are not proud of, like taking higher mother tongue, that kind of thing. So I thought that since I had friends who was from China, I tried to learn the accent from her. And when TikTok first began to get popularity during COVID, I decided to make like POVs of like Chinese teachers and stuff, which was inspired after I graduated secondary school. And then it just went viral and people liked it. So I was like, oh, okay, maybe this could be my unique selling point. And then from then on, I just tried to hone my skill in like the different Mandarin accents and to learn from online creators and commenters who are from different regions of the world who will give me tips on, oh, your accent could do with more improvement if you said it like this, etc. Yeah.
So when your videos were like catching up with like the numbers and like going viral, were you surprised by that phenomenon?
Yes, because it was like just a funny skit that I did about my Chinese teacher scolding the students.
Okay.
Then blink, like a few hours later, I have 300K views, and I was like, whoa.
What's the
who is
demographic?
watching this? My demographic?
Yeah, like in terms of that video, like was it mostly Singapore or was it overseas?
Mostly Singaporeans.
Wow. Okay.
But strangely now, a lot of foreigners, like people from the US and people from Taiwan, like to watch the videos that I made. Yeah.
Okay. So maybe you might find yourself landing roles overseas. Who knows? Casting directors, Amy Ang. Okay, let's now bring it back to Boanne. So recently in US, right, actually not recently, over the last couple of years, there were a lot of reality stars like Kim Kardashian and the entire clan. They come up with like makeup brands and things like that. And because of their social media following, they have grown to be very big. And you yourself, from the background of Miss Hong Kong and then social media influence and things like that, you started your brand. What was your experience when it comes to doing business as a content creator first? Were people like trusting you, or were they not too, like, were they skeptical about the quality of your products?
我在想怎么回答。
好好，没问题。
我觉得第一，如果他们要就是用你的商品，其实他就是相信你这个人，所以就是选择商品的时候要非常的谨慎。
So when they're like purchasing your product or supporting your product, it means that they are like really supportive of you. So while you're like choosing your products to sell, you have to be very careful and be very mindful and of course professional.
然后我觉得就是好像现在这个阶段，我还在寻找一些产品是可以自己去研发的，所以那个厂商还是非常的重要。
So right now she's in the process of creating her own products, and in that case, like her distributors or people that's in the production line has to be very important. Like they have to be trustworthy in terms of the quality and the way they deal with business.
就是我觉得如果我可以做到 Kim Kardashian 这样的，真的是很好。
Okay, so
但是就是因为我本身的 followers 不足够，就是那在商品的时候要选择的 quality 要更好，然后让就是口碑嘛，让大家都相信。
So if she can go to the hypes of like Kim Kardashian, she will really be very happy. But currently she feels like her following is not enough. So a lot of it has to be word of mouth, which means your product and the quality of your product has to be good enough for people to be willing to spread by word of mouth. And I think today word of mouth is also social media, like whatever you type on your phone is word of mouth. Thank you for sharing that with us, because I think there are a lot of new entrepreneurs today that are really tapping on their social media I would say asset to launch their business into a new status. And I feel like that's not really a wrong thing, because that is really what you have, right? And if you don't use what you have, then what do you want to use? So another interesting thing that has been coming up over COVID was live streaming. Who here has done live streaming before? Live streaming? Okay. All of you. So today, after COVID, live streaming is not so much of a thing right now. Do you like still use it to engage with your fans, or do you use it to monetize that in some ways for your content creation career? Maybe we can start with Royce first. Yeah.
Hi, so for live streaming right now, I do it mainly for hosting gigs.
Okay.
Where clients want me to sell a product, want me to promote a new service. So it's be it on their platform or my platform, because as a content creator, I do have the reach that maybe they want to tap on.
Right.
So that when they promote a new services, like they can use my traction to gain a greater awareness.
I see. So has it been Has there still been a trend in terms of like online shopping and live streaming going strong, or do you see it like slowly petering out because people get to go to visit the store in person right now?
Yeah, definitely. When we were in circuit breaker, heightened alert, everyone's on their phone. Definitely nothing to do. Even when they work from home, they'll be like, oh, let me scroll IG for a bit.
Right.
So they'll be like, oh, watching the IG live, Facebook live, TikTok live. So I think there was a high time for content creators to be doing a lot of live streaming to engage with their audience. That's a really good pivotal point. But right now, I do feel that the pace is a bit slower.
Right.
It's still there, but I think maybe we can move on to other functions and platforms to promote ourselves. Yeah.
Personally, do you prefer hosting in person or live stream?
Definitely in person, because I get to see people.
Right.
Talking to a camera is like, wow, it's really a new experience. And then you get to laugh at your own jokes.
I love how you say it's a new experience. Okay, Amy, what's your experience with live streaming?
At the start of COVID, I got a gig to live stream for a local like food delivery service before, and I live streamed for a what do you call that? Like a online. I cannot mention brands. I scared I cannot mention brands.
I think
but
you,
like,
yeah, sure, just mention. We'll bleep it out.
yeah.
Buyer now.
You bleep.
But yeah, it was like I hosted for Lazada before, so
Bleep.
Beep.
Okay.
What did I just say? I don't know. But yeah.
It's okay, it's okay.
E-commerce, yes, e-commerce stores.
Right.
But most of the time, I actually prefer doing live stream on my own. So on my
Okay.
own TikTok, like live stream once in a while.
So chatting with your audience.
Yeah.
Okay.
For me, I think when I do hosting for live streaming, I'm very stressed out.
Oh yeah, I know.
It's like very stressed out. I don't know how you and Royce do it. It's like very stressful.
I mean, live streaming in terms of conversational, it's fun for me. But live streaming to sell things, that is very stressful for me because there's a KPI. And then sometimes when you see the number, it's just so low. And you're like, is anyone going to buy? Because if you don't buy, I don't have money, you know.
The stressful part is you have to keep to the script and whatever. Then I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm only 17, help.
Yeah. So that was my exact same experience also. Noah, what's your experience with live streaming?
I personally think that live streaming is a great way for me to connect with the people that are following me.
Right.
But if you're talking about live selling, that is something that I really dislike. I second what Roy said about talking to yourself. That's like I feel like I'm so stupid, you know. I'm like talking like I'm an idiot. I keep talking to myself and I keep laughing at my own jokes, and it's very tiring, right?
It's very tiring.
Yeah, because it's I rather do it in person. Where I can actually see the audience, and when I say something funny, right, then I get a laugh back. Right. Versus live streaming where I say something funny and then I have to imagine that people are laughing. So I don't know whether they're really laughing or not. That's the thing.
And by the time the comments come out, ha ha ha, it's like 5 seconds later.
Correct. Yeah. So, but yeah, I do agree that it is really a great way for me to connect with the people who are following me. Yeah, but you cannot do more than 1 hour. lah.
Okay.
Anything more than 60 minutes, yeah, you can check into IMH. It's
Okay.
all crazy, yeah.
Got it. I'm doing this for the next 4 hours.
Okay.
So I'm checking myself with
You
the
can go out
IMH
in a
later.
slave jacket later.
Boanne. So what's your have you tried live streaming for Bowie and or is that something that you would consider or not consider?
现在还没有哎，我很诚实 for Bowie，
Right.
但 for Boanne 那个 Instagram account 就有试过。对，比较多是聊天，然后我记得那个时候要选那个香港小姐的时候，她就要你跟那个观众聊天，然后他们就让你唱歌，然后我说哦好啊，唱歌这样。
Okay.
对，蛮好玩的。我其实，然后看见他们就不停的选歌，然后你就想，哎，我还没，我不知道这个歌词怎么唱，然后就很多歌名，或是你唱几段，然后就跳歌了。
Okay, so for her, she hasn't really been using live streaming for her own business venture, but she has done live streaming to interact with her audience. And when she was a Miss Hong Kong contestant, they had to go on live to entertain the audience, and sometimes they have to sing, and they have to sing based on the song selection that the audience pick. And sometimes she doesn't really know the song, but overall she finds it to be quite engaging and fun. Right? And Bowie...
Can I add on?
Yeah, sure.
She actually, Boanne actually had a pop-up store a few years ago in
Right.
Hong Kong, yeah. And during that time, I did a short video. It's not a live. It was actually a live
Right.
to introduce and to explain all the products she had. So
Wow.
it's like a shop tour.
Okay.
And afterwards, the video was captured. I think some shopping platforms, they have that function of keeping the different 每一段就是 keeping that
Every section?
every section for their products.
Right.
So there's actually a verbal explanation and verbal sale of that product for
I
each
see.
product.
So it really helped with her business and her sales?
I think for myself, yeah.
Oh.
As a shopper, I enjoy listening to a real person explaining the functions and how to use the product, especially when it's an electronic product.
Right. Oh, that's true. That's true. I think if people are not too open to the idea of live streaming, they can always do a video recording as if it's a live streaming and cut them up into individual segments and post them on their social media account.
Yes. especially for some electronic products, like some facial or some tools that you need to use and what function represents what and how do you use it. Like you can show your techniques as well.
I
So
see.
it's kind of a very good way of merging KOL and like their skills and their image and the products. I think.
I see. What a loving sister to help you do that.
我突然想到，就是他之后带有些客人就说，哎，我看了他的 live stream，然后过来你们的商店的。
Oh, so she said that like actually her videos actually got some attention from the audience and some of them actually went to the place to purchase from Bowie, right? Because of what Bowie did. So I'm sure like social media has so many different ways of like helping one's branding and business.
That one was a very short Instagram story of showing
Oh,
how to
okay.
walk from the MTR station, the railway station, to her shop because it's
I
a
see.
pop-up store. So I was showing the way.
I see. All right. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing with us, everyone. I think this is a good time to end this session. Everyone, please, give a round of applause to Bowie, Boanne, Royce, Amy, and Noah. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.